Hello there, Charlie. Gecko, welcome on in, you two. Charlie redeeming first today. How about that? Well done. Gecko spinning their daily wheel. How are you doing, Gecko? Doing good? That's good to hear. I'm glad. You're so up. Charlie, you gotta spin your daily wheel. What the heck? Gotta leave pretty soon, actually. I'll be lurking. What? Where are you going? Obviously, there is nothing more important than a Thad stream. No worries, Gecko. Appreciate you popping on in nonetheless. Gonna be on the solar world, as usual. Terraforming away on the mountain, probably a little bit more. But, I don't know. That even forgot to spin the daily wheel on its first day of implementation, so it would have never been wait, what? Never been inaccurate, so I just haven't spun it once? What? You've never spun it? No way. Charlie, you gotta spin that thing. It's fun. Today can be your first. It's a lovely day to spin the wheel for a first time. Cat dog, hello there. How are you? Hope you're well. Hi, Cinnamon. My goodness, you haven't spun it. I don't see your name. But it's so much fun. The little OCD in me can't handle it not being an accurate representation of how many days have been in chat since it was implemented. So I just have to just have to have it at 0. That's cruel, you know, that hurts me. It's okay. I won't force you. But it is fun. It's how you get a micro cookie currently. I've been looking in, I've been thinking about more ways. I was working on that yesterday. Cat dog's been in their wheel though. Their second wheel. Glad you're doing well though, cat dog. I'm doing good. It's a beautiful morning here. Nice, like, breezy morning. It's actually warm out, which is a little weird. It's 68 out today and windy, so it's like I told Hannah, I was like, it feels like we're right next to the ocean. Nowhere near an ocean, but that's what the weather feels like if you've ever experienced a morning near the sea and the breeze that comes off it. Is that a Daryl? I was looking at my phone, looking at the temperature. Good morning there, Daryl. How are you? And a brand man. Hello. I'll get a micro cookie from the next Mountainathon special wheel. No, there'll be more ways to get micro cookies. Look at this! Daryl! Getting a micro cookie. How about that? I know what you mean. The struggle is real. Wait, what? Oh, the OC. Yeah. I understand. Congrats on the micro cookie. Hey, I'm I'm getting closer to implementing them. I as I said last stream, I was chatting with Laj, and I just like out of the blue, we're just hanging out in a VC, and I was like, "What do you think a micro cookie should do?" It was like out of the blue. I was like, "You got any ideas?" And then I told him my rough idea, and then it just kept expanding from there, and I got a lot of motivation to do them and get them set up a little bit further instead of it just being a counter, because currently I can't do anything with micro cookies. Like the number just keeps going up. I could remove it from you now. The stats screen helps me edit it easier. The thing I was working on yesterday, I didn't get it finished because I didn't know how I wanted to do it. But essentially, I finally figured it out at the end of my day. I was done doing stream stuff, but the idea finally fully polished itself out in my mind. Uh, a way to be able to do like a giveaway for a micro cookie. So, I don't know. Had a few ideas come to me. Aslia, welcome on in. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. Truthfully, is a beautiful morning here. We had a rainy day yesterday, which honestly, I'm all for. It was rainy and cold yesterday. We had the windows open for a little bit in the morning, and then it got too cool out. And today, it's almost 70. It's gonna be in the 70s. Oh, don't worry. Uh, sometime I think later next week it gets back down to into our usual low, close in the 40s again for one day. But it's gonna be 70 basically all week. It's beautiful. As we get closer to May, this is the type of weather I want. Daryl's doing okay. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. If you quit being an old man dinosaur, it'll get done one of these days. What, the micro cookie stuff? Yeah, one of these days. Hey, I put so much time and effort into it recently. You don't understand. I spent a good part of my day yesterday thinking about and we're doing stuff for this micro cookie concept. Because like currently I have all these different things that we have, right? There's all these different things that can happen automatically, all these different triggers essentially. What are they all? I don't even know them off the top of my head. I like something can happen via a channel point, something can happen user specific for a first time chat in the stream. There's bits, subs that can trigger stuff, and then also just chat commands. So like there's 5 different ways something could get triggered, right? That's straightforward. Well, then there's, if we open this up, there's all these different actions of like what can happen after that, after something gets triggered. Like we got the incrementing of counters for stuff. We have like chat responses to like, for like commands or even just like a more custom response to something like the daily wheel has. We have the play this a sound could play, start a wheel, and then one you guys don't really see, but I can add delays to stuff before like a wheel gets shown visually or before a sound plays. That's not something I have any ideas for currently. But essentially, I'm trying to like, I can't just throw something together. I could just throw something together, but I don't want to. I rather think it through and create a well thought out process, essentially, that could be used in more than one way, just as what everything I have currently. I'm gonna name a villager in my world that and make Tyler villager pick on him. Oh, that's nice. Because of Ollie, I see. I do hope everyone's morning is going well, though. I'm having a lovely morning. Had the window open here for a bit, just closed it here for stream because it's too loud when it's open. Plus, it was starting to warm up outside. I might. What's loading in? There we go. Whatever it needed to load in, loaded in. The creativity of Minecraft is endless. That it is. That it is. You can do anything. I do think I'm just going to terraform on the mountain today, as usual. I've been having fun with that. Rogue Angel, hello there. Welcome on in. How are you? Hope all is well. I had a productive day yesterday, so much so that honestly it didn't even feel like a Saturday, and I am sad it's already Sunday. It's okay. Yesterday went by fast. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, we gotta add Charlie to the book. Sorry there, Charlie, almost forgot. I believe you're in here at least once. Here you are. Your second one. How about that? Another thing I wanted to be able to do with the micro cookie stuff, at the moment there's no way for me to add, like, give someone a micro cookie that doesn't have one currently manually. There's also just no way for me to actually, like, give someone one, even just, like, via a giveaway. That's where I was going with the giveaway idea yesterday, was to be able to build something out where I could allow you guys to join a wheel, and then whoever wins the wheel outcome gets a micro cookie. That's what I was doing yesterday, thinking through that. And then I also want to be able to manually give someone a micro cookie. If I ever wanted. So many things. So many intertwining things now. I've also been messing around. I think Eslia had mentioned this a long time ago, and it's been on my to-do list, but the ability for sound redemptions, like via the channel points and that, to like overlap one another. Currently, that's not something that's possible. Everything just goes through a queue and plays one at a time. Unless it goes through a different queue, but you know, you guys don't even go know that. But currently, there's no way for them to like really overlap. So I've been was also looking into that. Almost have that finished. I was hoping to have that done. I was working on that here this morning before stream a little bit. But there was still a few more things, a few more issues. I didn't get it done. I was working on it up until a minute before stream. Started working with copper for the first time, and it's very annoying having to let it oxidize. Yeah, people oftentimes will just like lay out copper in a field 4 blocks apart, like 4 spaces in between it, I think is what you need. I don't know for Bedrock, honestly. But they just lay it out and let it oxidize as its first initial block. And then they mine that up. Four blocks apart, because I think if you put like non-polish, like not non-polished, but non-oxidized copper next to one another, it takes even longer to oxidize. And then I also just know other people that just build with it and just let it oxidize over time on its own. Probably what I would do if I wanted just the final stage. Takes up so much space for it to be efficient. Yep. It's honestly, it's a really cool mechanic. It can be very annoying when you want one of the more oxidized versions of it. It's like, why can't I just like rub some dirt on it or something? Let me oxidize this with a crafting recipe or something. Splash some water on it. But a cool mechanic nonetheless. Trying to do rustic water towers in my Badlands. Verdict's still out on how it'll turn out. You got this. I believe. Anyone else been playing any Minecraft? Have you been in your world there, Charlie? Didn't really play too many games yesterday. Which is too bad, but oh well. Close to finishing my comp drives. 2 games away. Lost the last one that would have gotten me it last night. And it was too late and I had to head to bed. It's annoying. Minecraft is so much more vibrant and colorful on the PS5 Pro. Base PS5 always look blurry and dull. Really? Fascinating. Do you play with the vibrant visuals at all there, Brandman? I'm I really am. I think they did a good job with vibrant visuals. At least the few things I've seen with it. I haven't really looked into it because I don't really look into any new Minecraft features until I actually am able to play with them. But what I had seen, I thought was really cool. And I'm ready for Minecraft to switch over their rendering engine to, I can't think of the one they're switching to, but I'm ready for them to switch over hopefully soon. And when they do that, I think that's when we get vibrant visuals. Switch into hopefully a much better rendering engine. I use vibrant visual. Everything on the marketplace is bad compared to what you can get with the mods. I'm surprised. Is there a way for people to Like just an ordinary normal person to put something on the marketplace? Or is there just not as many what is it? Not so many modders for the Bedrock. Or do resource pack makers for Bedrock either. It's probably like quite a ordeal just to try and get something approved with the marketplace as well. One of those things where I've always been so amazed by the community that's behind Minecraft. Like, there's so many people out there that just do that stuff for free. Make resource packs, make a mod, and they just do it because they enjoy the game. Not to say that they probably don't make any money from it. I know a lot of well-known mods will have people that like donate to it and that, but it's free for any normal user. Has to be. I think it has to be free. I don't think Minecraft lets you make money off of it in that way. It's against their policies. Jalapeno, hello there. Welcome on in. Look at that beautiful NASA badge. Our lovely astronauts made it all back home safely, which is always great. I don't like the art direction of visuals like Prisma visuals, Luminous Dreams, Realistic Biomes. I don't know what those are. Is this a well-known Bedrock thing? Like having to look it up. Prisma's visuals. It is. It is something. Yeah, it definitely changes how the game looks. I've always been so curious because it's like I look at some other games and I'm like, ah, I love the visuals so much in some of these other games. I'm like, why is Minecraft lacking in some areas like that? And I'm like, maybe it's just the fact that I can't move away from how I want the base game to look like, and when you start to get like something too realistic, it looks wrong. Which is where I really liked what I saw with Vibrant Visuals. And it was like pixel based with some of the lighting changes, and I thought that was cool and much, much better direction for some things. I definitely think lighting in Minecraft could completely get revamped, and it would be for the better, and it wouldn't take too much away. I've always found games that have, colorful lighting and like little bright shiny things has always been amazing. I always think of Core Keeper like that, where it's like you're fully in an underground cave the entire time in the game. So they have to have loads of like little things that, you know, make light. And I always love that. Or even in Terraria, there's all the different colored torches and that. Yeah, you can't make mods paid only unless it's for early access on updates. Pretty sure. I know it's mentioned in the U a lot, but don't recall exact wording off my top of the head. Yeah, I thought so as well. I've seen things like that. I wish they would put something on the marketplace like Complimentary, Unbound, and others like it. Yeah, be nice. Even just for free. Just to allow you guys to have access to it. Throw some ads on the. Does the marketplace have ads? I don't know. I I definitely think there are some small changes that we can have happen to the visuals in Minecraft that would make the game, I don't know. I like how it looks. I like how my game looks, but I do so much. Like I have a fog mod. I have something for better render distance. I lower my brightness. A lot of people play on like 100% brightness. I fully suggest against it. Uh, unless you just have like a dark monitor or something. I suggest against it. You're it doesn't it's okay to have darkness in a game. Actions and stuff is bugged out right now. I tried setting it to vanilla instead of overdone visuals and it's not working. Templates aren't showing up on all my armor pieces while in vanilla mode. Nope. I don't really know what that means. Also, I don't know if we still hear jalapeno, but I'm just terraforming a mountain. That's what I'm doing currently. Take a step back here. We're on one of the sides of it currently. That's the front area over there. Just terraforming away. It's actions and stuff. It's very similar to fresh animations on Java. Ah, I see. I've played Bedrock, maybe 3 times. Never looked into the marketplace. don't play Bedrock. I just know
What I need
I'm
again? I've
hearing
got a
people
dunk.
discuss in comparison to Fresh Animations. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I'm learning more about Bedrock here uh as there's a handful of people in my community that play it, so it's been fun and interesting to learn it. Hello there, Donkville. Welcome on in. How are you doing this lovely morning? I have like 6,000 hours on Bedrock and I've never looked into the marketplace. I think that's okay. I hope you're doing well, Donk. I'm managing to survive somehow, aren't we all? Aren't we all? This weekend was actually a nice, relaxing weekend. I didn't have anything I needed to um, prepare for next week. So that's all good. Instead, I just did normal life things like cleaning and laundry and somehow making time to make food to eat and survive. Mm-mm. It was nice. I I don't know how much I've talked about it on stream. Uh but anyway, you guys know what me and Hannah are moving here uh at the beginning of May. We'll get access to our new place. We'll have a month overlap, so we don't have a huge rush of moving, but if any of you guys have ever actually moved before, uh the excitement is the rush and the want to move. So another micro cookie. Monica getting up to 3 micro cookies. Now we got what, 4 people with 3? Good morning there, Monica. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. But anywho, I looked into it yesterday. I finally heard back from our like property manager who contacted the owner that actually owns the house. A whole ordeal of trying to figure out whether or not this, place that we're going to be renting has a fiber cable running to it. Because it's more of a newer construction, and I'm like, I just need to know if there's a fiber cable running to it, because if there isn't, I need you guys to approve me to be able to get one set up and all that. And you know, takes forever because property manager doesn't know. Only the owner would know. Owner, by the sounds of it, may have walked into this place like 3 times total. Doesn't know much about it. They just own it and they're renting it out. Yeah. None of them are technology smart by this, like tech smart at all. But anyway, the whole ordeal, figuring out that I get approved to be like, yeah, you could set up a fiber cable. I'm like, okay. So I looked into setting up internet today. Taking a drink. Looked into setting up internet yesterday, like actually like getting it all scheduled and set up for when we move in. Go figure. The place is set up with this internet company that it's just as simple as turning on the ability for us to, to have internet the day we move in. They just have everything already cabled and set up. So, yeah, there's a fiber cable running to it. And I was like, "Oh, well what the heck?" I went so far as to even call one of the support people through this fiber company. Yeah, this poor person had no idea. They were not very tech smart and just told me what I had already found out through their website and that. And me, I wasn't going to be rude to them. I wasn't going to press anything. I was like, "All right, thank you for your help." I was done with them. But the place is set up to just like instantly get internet. And Jalapeno, thank you so much for the lurk and the follow. I was rambling. I hope you're doing well. Have a lovely rest of the day. I appreciate you hanging out and helping me with the bedrock conversations. Now allow me to catch up on chat. But anywho, this whole ordeal that I've been like trying to like slowly get answers from our property manager via email and all that just to figure out that it's just already all set up and it's just a matter of the ISP turning it on for us. So I got it all figured out. This is nice. Donk's doing good. We got up, breakfast, did a couple hours of chores, and now it's time to sit. There you go. You are building a brand new home with your own hands. Yes, obviously. Moving is the worst. The new place can be exciting, but all the work is awful. Nah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. We'll hopefully we'll be fully moved in by like the second week of May. I bought a mansion with all those micro cookies. Yep. Cannot believe you even agreed to rent without knowing the fact that it had fiber. Before I bought this house, I made sure it was fiber, or at least that it was available. I mean, Donk, it's such a common thing nowadays that I wasn't even worried about it. And I knew where it was located. I wasn't worried about us, like, not having access to fiber. Wasn't at all worried about it. And after me and Hannah had spent probably a good, like, actual 24 hours of searching, and we find a place that checks all of our boxes uh, within our price range. Internet was not on the top of the priority list. Since it's a much more common thing nowadays to have fiber lines in residential neighborhoods. Do you consider buying a place that is on top of a mountain? No, there's no mountains around. I'd love to have a cabin in some mountains at some point. That'd be fun. Build a mountain IRL. That's a no, that's not possible. The craziest place with this place we're going to, they have this like Ring doorbell security setup with it. I'm not the biggest fan of Ring doorbells, but they have all this technology set up there. Neither the property manager or the owner knows anything really about it. Like I think it's just all of the hardware was installed and nothing was set up with it. Gotta walk the old dog. Sounds good there, Brandman. No worries. We'll just be terraforming away here. So that'll be a fun thing to try and like look into and possibly set up some of it. It was fun trying to find an ISP provider because it's like you look up any ISP provider and everybody has something bad to say about each one of them. And I narrowed it down till I was like, alrighty, this one costs a whole bunch more. Well, not a whole bunch more. This one costs about $10 more, but I don't get the upload speeds I would want. This one costs cheaper, is a little better well talked about, and it gets the upload speed and download speed matched, basically. I was like, this is obviously the one that I need to go with. And there's no like contract where it's like you got to do it for 5 years or something. So I was like, well, if we don't like this one, at least then we'll only have it for like a month. Real quick, are you gonna put the biome in your mountain? What? Are you going to put the biome in your mountain? Am I going to change the biome? New biome? Put the new biome in your mountain? New biome? Brandman, you're speaking in riddles. I don't know new things. Cinnabar and sulfur. Oh, put those blocks? Minecraft sulfur caves. I don't think so. Put the new biome in the mountain. I see where you're coming from. I don't think so. I am very intrigued by the new biome. I like their thought process with where they're going with stuff. I'm curious how the sulfur water kind of works. Because it has like a fun particle effect. I know nothing about the new update, besides, the one picture that I have seen over and over with the blacks in it. The black choice is interesting. It's red and yellow. But I like where the thought is going. I like the idea of more, more unique caves underground. Currently, our caves are cool, right? But you sort of have to get lucky with the generation to have like a proper cool cave. But I really like the idea of making like biomes underground, or more biomes underground. Like we have the deep dark, we have the dripstone, we have the lush one, but I want more. I like the idea where they were going with the sulfur cave. I think it'd be really cool if they did like an underground mushroom cave. Stuff like that. I don't know. Seems dwarvish to me. I can see dwarves living in a hot sulfur biome. I could see it too. I'd love to get the sulfur water things, like some hot springs or something. Maya, hello there. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Ketchup and mustard blocks, yeah. Or like it's uh, it's a rough color to try and build out of. But I like the water. So we'll see. I truthfully don't know what I'm gonna do fully under the mountain for cave, like custom caves and that. I truthfully just don't know. I haven't thought about it too much. The most I have thought about is like some like structures that I want to do for like the door, like our pillared hall here, maybe a bit of like what I was thinking for like the entryway here and some other like offshoots and that. That's the most I've thought. I definitely do want to incorporate some more like cave system like structures in under the mountain. I just don't know what it's gonna look like in the end. We're gonna spend a lot of time when I do get around to working under the mountain, a lot of time doing this, looking straight up and placing blocks. Because I'll have to terraform the underside of the mountain in some areas where I might want to do a more cave-like system. It'll be interesting. I have no idea how to approach it, truthfully, besides like making a floor that's flat and then just building up off of that and then doing the ceiling real quick. Not wrong about that. Gonna see a lot of McDonald builds, right? Happy Gas is going to be putting in some overtime. Absolutely. This is the one time I truthfully think I might actually get use out of the Happy Gas. And it's the only, when I first saw the Happy Gas, I was like, it's going to be very handy for trying to build upside down. And doing those little details after you've gotten, some shape started. We'll see what I do. I've been messing around with Axiom more, learning the tool. Maybe I'll look into trying to have that help me build upside down easier, or even just getting stuff started. We'll see. Like currently, I can freehand the mountain and it comes out pretty well. Doing stuff upside down is a whole different ball game. My dog's going nuts. I'll be back. Sounds good there, Brandman. Have a good walk there. Maya, I do hope you're doing well. So it looks like you're just lurking away, so enjoy the lurk. I'm doing homework, believe it or not. I do believe it. And I'm proud of you for making sure you get your stuff done in a timely manner. Or at least not wait until like midnight. I never did that. I never, well, I don't know. I basically never waited until, way late at night to do stuff for school. I was a good student, believe it or not. uh, Grew up in middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, right? The high school I went to had absolutely no opportunities. Because it's just this small town, poor high school. No opportunities for us. I remember it getting to a point as I was nearing the end of my 4 years in high school, I was running out of classes to take for like higher level learning. I ran out of classes. I had to take like the fun classes. I'm just so happy that part. Wait. I did a big discussion for my capstone on Thursday, and even though there was a major issue right before it went, all right, got a 94. Congrats! That's amazing. That's basically 100%. Well done. I had a whole day and a show on Friday, and then I rode it all day yesterday, so now it's time to lock in. There you go. I'm just happy that part is over. Now all I gotta worry about is my paper. But you've been working hard on your paper, I thought. You got a lot done. Or maybe this is a different paper for all I know. I have no idea. I never ran out of classes, but I kind of did run out of classes I wanted to take by, like, my senior year. Yeah. No, I properly ran out, to the point I had to the what was it? Whoever helped make schedules was like, "Go have fun, go take a fun class." I'm like, but, but, I, I was having fun in these classes. Um, that is where I rediscovered I like drawing, was because I ran out of uh classes to take. I took an art class and I rediscovered I am quite I'm decent at drawing. And you know what? It was fun. I I still like to draw if I make the time for it. There was a point last year, what was it? That I was doing a lot of drawing, and I did a drawing of Cinnamon. It's somewhere in my creativity channel. I did a fun, like, cartoonish style drawing of Cinnamon, but it it was Cinnamon as Aragorn, essentially, from a scene that we see in the Fellowship, and I had a lot of fun with that. Never did uh, get into painting though. I was talking with Laura a couple days ago, and she was saying she loves doing drawing with like markers and that. I'm like, I just can't do color. I mean, you guys can tell I build out of a lot of gray, gray stuff usually. Uh, stick to my medieval block palette here. She was trying to convince me because I like charcoal, even though it can be messy. I like it. It's my preferred drawing. I think of the word, trying to think of the word. It'll eventually hit me. I can't think of my preferred drawing method. That I think you'd be surprised how hard it is to envision you not being a good student. Really? What? Me? You're definitely a charcoal drawing kind of guy. I am a charcoal drawing kind of guy because I am able to keep the charcoal neat and clean and not get my paper dirty. It's funny, there's a handful of things I did that whenever I took that art class in high school, it had to have been my senior year. There was a handful of drawings that I had done that my mother now has hung up in her home, and people don't even question it because they look somewhat decent. It's okay. Back when you learned to draw, colors has hadn't been invented yet, so it makes sense that you're not as comfortable with colors. That's crazy. Picasso, no, not by any means. I am okay at drawing. I am not someone that it comes to easily by any means. I I have I have a few sketchbooks that are just filled with so many practice drawings and like quick small stuff that is just downright awful. Saw a couple of real life Da Vinci paintings on Friday. You did? That's cool. No, the one thing I know I could learn it if I put the time and effort into it, just as with drawing and that. But I've always been amazed by people that can paint. I've always wanted to get into it more. My my grandma is downright gifted with painting. Downright gifted. She it's baffling. Some of the things she has done. Finally getting back into painting again after we kept pushing her to do it. Because we kept showing her every year. She's like, we'd show her different things as like she'd give us like gifts and that. I was like, you gotta get back into painting. Like you were gifted with this. I think we finally got her to get back into it. She's done a handful of these, like those welcome board, like wood board signs that houses have out at the front door of them. She's made like 5 of them for my mother. And it's really funny because she just keeps making them for her. For all like the different holidays and that. Went to Detroit Institute of Art. It's huge. You can never have too many. Oh, not at all. And they gotta be so easy to store. I was like, I gotta get one of those. For our new place, we'll have like a little front porch area. I gotta get one of those welcome signs. Instead of welcome, it says no admittance except on party business. It's great. Oh, or speak friend and enter. Why no? Why did I hear a shout of no from you, Hannah? I think that'd be really good. Yeah, you gotta say melon. Oh, it just says melon. Hey, people that would know would get a laugh out of it, okay? You gotta get it. Man, I am a ways up here. The blacks look so small from up here. There's a sheep! It's just a little pixel. Sometimes I forget how high up I truthfully am in the world. Alrighty. We're an hour into stream. I have to take a quick break here. This is a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. You guys know the deal. Stand up, grab a drink water, grab something to eat if you're feeling a little hungry. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm all back. Oh, calm down, Brandman. I'm here, I'm here. No need to panic. Hope you enjoyed the little walk that you had. Or just the step out into the open air. Fresh air is always nice. Unless it hurts. Sometimes it can get so cold the air hurts. Anywho, my dog enjoyed it more. Well, can you blame him or her? Him? Okay, thank you. I can't promise I'll remember that. Dogs love going outside. Anytime I open up the window, any of the windows, Cinnamon loves to just like sit with her eyes pressed against the screen, smelling the fresh air and looking at the stuff that's going on outside. It is one of the funniest things in like fall time when there's loads of leaves everywhere, right? It's fall time and it's a windy day, and Cinnamon will love to just watch the leaves go blowing by. She pure entertainment, like couldn't ask for anything more. Maybe a bird. Maddie, hello there. Welcome on in. How are you? Kind of want to go get Duncan? Thoughts? Hmm. How far away is this? You know, it's within 10 minutes? It's sounding worth it. A little treat, like 5 minutes. Oh, it's 5 minutes away? Now that's just, oh. That sound a little more welcoming. How's everyone today? Oh, I'm doing well. I'm good. How are you? I got him from town when he already had age on him, so it's difficult to get him trained. He wants to run wild if he's on his own. Oh no. It's his first time seeing the world too. That's how you gotta look at it, right? Although I bet it's quite painful. It's like, no, don't go running at the street. Use your few brain cells to think about this. You're currently drawing? Ooh, that sounds fun. We were just talking about art a little bit. I've been convinced that's all it took. Oh no, I didn't mean to convince you. I'm just like, 5 minutes away. That's not half bad. You leave, come back, you'll be back in 15 minutes. He's got a fence area, but I let him check out the whole yard a couple times a day. Yeah, you're right. I'll be right back. Oh no. I'll see you in a minute there, Maya. I'll send a pic when I'm done. When I'm done in pen. Ooh, sounds good. I love seeing artwork. Oh, hi, Cinnabon. Oh, Maddie, do try and spin your daily wheel there. Don't forget to do that, or anyone else that's hanging out and lurking. Wait, that's your first daily wheel? I thought you had spun one before. It's just a way to check in the stream. It's a counter that keeps counting up. And then there's a chance to get a micro cookie. They don't have any purpose yet, but they will one day. We had 2 micro cookies given out today by the Daily Wheel. Yeah, I've never done it. Wow. Well, there you go. There's your first time. Just a fun little stream thing. I'll send the ones that are appropriate. That would probably be best. I haven't had to put any restrictions on any art on my creativity channel yet. But you know, always within reason. Donk, are you still there? You said you have 6,000 hours on Bedrock. Is there a way to turn off the annoying enchantment text that shows up on your screen when swapping the tools on the hotbar? Or to make it smaller? Donk probably just, like, blocks it out. Visually doesn't see it anymore when it pops up. You know, Donk has put a lot of time in on Bedrock. Donk must have fell asleep while sitting down. He could be playing another game for all we know. He might be in an Overwatch match. He'll get back to us. If he's listening. Yep, see, fell asleep. Now that I know of, dang. That's not the answer we wanted. I wish. Also, not the answer I wanted to give, I know. That's crazy. Can't believe there's no option to turn it off. At least none that we know of. So many options with Minecraft settings nowadays. My goodness, we got a couple of princesses popping on in here today. Welcome on in there, Tabs and Selena. The same exact time. How are you two doing? It's good to see you. See both of you. There's Tabs. She's copying me. I know it. Getting ready for a bike ride. Ooh, there you go. That sounds exciting. Me and Hannah have talked about that after we move, we might get a set of bikes. Could be fun. Princess battle. Who's gonna come out on top? Whoa, they don't need to battle. Bike ride sounds fun. Today would be a beautiful day for a bike ride. Maybe a little windy here. But it's beautiful out. Is that an Alyssa? It has been a bit. How are you? It's good to see you. We're still just terraforming away as always. Nothing's changed here. As far as I know. I mean, there's such things as micro cookies. Those are relatively new. Believe it or not, micro cookies have only been around since the Mountathon. 2 months. Not even. I'm doing wonderfully. Oh, that's great to hear. I just had a bunch of family over and it was such a blast. How are you? Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I will be moving here, me and Hannah, at the beginning of May. So we're getting excited for that. Getting ready for my Overwatch. Ooh, there you go. Have fun, Tabs. Oh, fun. Yeah. It's going to be exciting and a lot of work, but you know, we're excited. Thank you for the lurk there, Tommy. Ah, Alyssa, you gotta spin your daily wheel. And Tommy, I don't know if you're listening. Spin the wheel. You've been here since we added the wheels, right, Alyssa? Or did you... I think you had seen the wheels maybe once. I don't remember now. Yeah, you've spun it. There you go. Enjoy the lyric to Tommy. Good to see you. Good, good. Yeah, now there's a fun outcome where you can get a mic. The wheel stuff has advanced so much since I first introduced it. It's been fun. Oh, do I want to do this? I'm doing a lot of crazy random stuff. I'm now teaching a graphic design class as a volunteer. What? Oh, that's cool. They will lick their tabs, enjoy Overwatch. You're teaching graphic art? Or graphic design? They might be different. How is that going? What does XD mean? It's like LOL. It's a laugh. It's a little face. It's going really well. The students are a little shy, but I believe they're warming up to me. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, depending on. Actually, honestly, it takes time warming up to anyone when you meet someone new. Yeah, it's a laughing face. That's really fun though. I I learned a little. I messed around with like doing graphic art a little bit about a year ago, and had a lot of fun with it. Previously, no knowledge on any of it, but I had a chance to mess around with like Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop a little bit. I didn't enjoy Photoshop too much, but I enjoyed Adobe Illustrator and doing like uh, vector art. Gosh, I'm old. I can't keep up with the social media language. That one's been around a while. That one I knew. I didn't know it at one point, and definitely looked it up at one point, or asked someone just as you did, Brandman. Illustrator is fire. Yeah, it was. I had so much fun with it. So much so that I found a free software called. I've said this a few times now. Inkscape. Couldn't remember. And that one's similar. Currently drawing, and I'll do before and after pictures. Ooh, there you go. Also, I've been doing stuff with YouTube, which has been quite successful so far. And I think I might have met someone who might meet my few. Oh, that's exciting there, Alyssa. He's really sweet and goofy, and I'm so excited to see where we go together. That's so exciting. I met Hannah just by playing games. Uh, and we did a long distance relationship for a little while, but now we live together. And I've known a handful of people that have met through Twitch or something similar. So that's exciting. Hope hope all goes well, dear. I feel like I missed a message here. That's what I'm teaching, actually. We use Canva now for now because it's a free software. Yeah, I've heard of Canva. I've been learning art in Canva. Ooh, there you go. I feel slightly old because we met on Facebook. Nothing wrong with that. And he uses Canva and seems a bit complicated. Well, every software is complicated until you get into it. It's there is a learning curve with any software, truthfully. You gotta like start with the basics with many things. And oftentimes, and I don't know how it works for Canva, I've never used it, but for like Illustrator and a few other art softwares that I've used, like Axiom for Minecraft, I've learned some of the pre-built like tools that are in it are sometimes just not what you want. And it's sometimes better just to grab like a pen tool and just like customize everything you want. First saw it on Messenger back in about 2005. So imagine meeting someone on Twitch. Sounds lame. Yeah, imagine. We never would do anything like that talk. I stick to hand drawing, which I'm doing right now. Yeah, I definitely enjoy hand drawing more. Does anyone like butterflies? Yeah, butterflies are cool. If you don't mind me asking, what made you and Hannah decide that moving was your next adventure in life? Um, we had been together for how long would it have been? Maybe a year and a half. I moved closer to Hannah. We didn't move in yet together at that point in time, but I moved closer to Hannah. Uh, and then I think after 2.5 years, we've been here for 2 years. After 2.5 years of being together, um, it just made sense financially. And we enjoyed each other's company. I'd often go over there on the weekends, or she'd vice versa. And we spent loads of time together. It it made sense after being together for 2.5 years and have knowing because we didn't we were friends before anything. We met through Twitch basically. Uh, we'd talk, we played games together and all that, Discord chats, and we'd been friends together for a good year. Uh, it was funny. We'd message each other all the time throughout the day and that, just as friends. Uh, Neither of us wanting to ruin the friendship, of course. And it wasn't until I was on a plane and we couldn't message each other was the moment when we were like, yeah, yeah, we should do something more than just friends. How creative you can be with YouTube, create something out of nothing and watch it grow onto others. Didn't get back into social media until about a year and a half ago. Before that, it was the 90s when I really used computers and the internet. That's okay. I don't think you missed out on too many things, Brandman. But no, it made sense. And we have been in this place for 2 years now, Alyssa, and now we'll be moving closer to my family. We're currently like 3 hours away, and it's too much. It's too long of a drive. So we're moving close to like a middle point between our families. Cutting the drive time in half. It'll be an hour and a half. Something you could do there and back in a day, and it wouldn't just it'd be easier. It's funny because both me and Hannah, love playing, uh, love gaming together and doing all of that. And I, I am sometimes baffled when there are couples that don't play, like, don't have that, like, one of them games and the other one doesn't. It baffles me. I'm like, I don't know how you do it. That's totally understandable. Long drives are not fun. No, they are not. We'll be moving to a bigger place as well. Currently, we're just living a two-bedroom place. One of them is my office, and the other one's our bedroom, right? And the place we're moving to will have four rooms, so we'll both be able to have uh, a space for our desk setups and an office, and a spare bedroom. So we're excited. Yeah, no, we spend a lot of time with my family over the summer because my mother lives on a lake, and it's warm out in the Midwest for like 3 months maybe, and I like to take advantage of it. One of these rooms will be nether themed for him. Wait, what? Why nether themed? More merch space, lots of room for your treasures. Exactly. So currently we just have one is it one shelf. Sorry, I'm like completely distracted here. I went and looked at Discord. I'm a terrible streamer. We have one shelf that is in the office that sits behind me that has all of our fun trinkets and treasures and decorational stuff. We'll go from one shelf to having these two lovely, beautiful shelves that come with the place in our like main living room space on either side of the TV. There'll be this shelf that goes from ceiling to floor, and then we'll both have an office space, which will probably have like decorational shelves in as well. We've been like slowly trying to like think out like some of the themes in that because we're gonna have a spare bedroom. I have to get a bed and the sheets for it, and it's like, oh, what should the theme be for it, or the color scheme for it? Not that we can paint, but for the sheets and that. And then we're going from a one bathroom place to two and a half bath, and it's like we gotta get more towels. Keep her, she'll be upstairs, is what I'm thinking, unless I really don't like the downstairs space for some odd reason. Should probably still be upstairs nonetheless. Uh, but she'll be on the top floor of our place, so hopefully the heat will rise. And is that a beautiful Lige? Hello, Lige. How are you? Do it, Hannah. You won't. I don't think Hannah's listening. I gotta go for now. I'm gonna get some lunch. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your stream. Sounds good there, Alyssa. I appreciate you popping on in and appreciate the update. It sounds like you're doing wonderful, and that's amazing to hear. I love to hear it. Hope to see you again soon. If not, enjoy teaching graphic design. Hope all the your students warm up to you and you make some fun bonds. It's Elijah. I don't know about beautiful. You're right. Handsome, sexy, downright gorgeous. How are you doing there, Elijah? It's great to see you. Oh, stop it. No, no. Never. Some call HR on that. There's no HR here. We've talked about this. Oh no, this wasn't talked about in this stream. We were talking about it when Lige was streaming last. I uh you're like, we could just turn this whole wheel spin thing into this large business. Hannah's gonna be, the uh, salesperson or something or support, but we're not gonna have an HR. Elijah will be a dev. Elijah's actually synonymous with beautiful. Don't know how your parents knew you'd be so dashing, but they knew somehow. Who needs HR exactly? If you work with a coworker called Nelly, but you know, that doesn't help. I've been figuring out more things with the micro cookie stuff, Lige. Don't you worry. I was working on it yesterday. It'll be I could I could get a rough thing put together for the ideas that we talked about probably decently quick, but I want to do it right. So it's, you know, I'm getting closer. Yesterday I spent part of the afternoon thinking through a way to basically do a giveaway for a counter. So like we have the micro cookies right now, and I've talked about wanting to be able to do uh an easy way to like give away a micro cookie currently. It's weird to talk about because currently all the micro cookie is a counter that goes up. But I was thinking I was working through the idea of a way of basically I could do some sort of trigger could happen to start a giveaway for a micro cookie, and you guys do exclamation mark join to join the wheel. And then whoever wins the wheel gets the micro cookie. And I was thinking through all of that because I was talking about this earlier in stream. But I have all of this stuff that I currently have set up where it's like it's set up in a way where there's so many different possibilities of how you could do something. And that's how I've been trying to approach everything. But it took me forever until I was just like playing Overwatch with Hannah and the idea finally hit me. I'm like, I just need to build this as its own separate action. I shouldn't try and like intertwine this with the stuff that I currently have built. This should just be its own thing where it's just a giveaway. I'm like, this is genius. Way better than trying to set up like weird random buttons that you can toggle on and off to like get a giveaway started. I can understand that. I had to do some mock-ups this week. You don't have to. We'll see. We'll see how my week goes here. This weekend we didn't really have anything. I didn't have anything else that I needed to be doing besides just general life stuff like laundry and cleaning. So I was able to spend part of my day yesterday thinking through stuff. I know I don't have to. I said I'm happy to. I know. I know. Question, is it common practice for people to give out subs to new viewers on their first time in a stream? 9 out of 10 times I get gifted a sub every time I go into stream for the first time. Not complaining, just genuinely curious. It just depends on the community, brand man. I've seen it a lot of times where some of the first time chatters where someone's just hanging out and there's a handful of gifted subs, they'll get one of the gift subs by random. I don't know what Twitch does for their system there. If it tries to like prioritize sometimes someone that's like just started hanging out and followed that day or what. Unpaid artist game. I need to flesh out the idea more. I haven't talked about the idea too much, like what we were talking about that one day, Lige. I haven't said it on stream. I've just been saying I've been working more with figuring out what I want to do with micro cookies. But anywho, been thinking about this way to basically do giveaways nicely for micro cookies. There's two ways I want to approach it, and well, no. there's two ways I want to have it get done. One way where we have a visual wheel that you guys do exclamation mark join and it shows up on screen, and then another way where it can just run in the background and then you guys just do exclamation mark join and it just runs all via through chat. There's no visual in case because when we're doing a wheel that is joinable, no other wheels will be able to be ran, essentially, which can be weird. So, thinking through a few ways to do that. I could always have it where, this is why I like talking out loud. I could have it where a giveaway starts, it's running in the background, you guys do exclamation mark join, it's set up on a timer for like, I don't know, 15 minutes. People can do exclamation mark join to join it. And then at the end of the 15 minutes, it gets prioritized to the top of the queue to be the next thing that's put in as active, and then it spins. That's genius. Thought maybe it was a way to get viewers to stay around if they got gifted a sub. It totally is. If it's like, I don't know if it's like if you're getting a random one, Brand Man, or if someone specifically gifted you one, because it definitely is a way to keep people around in a community when you get a gift sub to someone. That's cooking over here. I am. The idea hit me. I need to write that down. Not actually. I'm probably gonna finish working out this giveaway stuff here today, hopefully. Then I've built out the stat screen, right? I've talked about that a lot. I've also, I want to finish working on the stats. Not finished, nothing's ever finished. But add another feature to the stat screen where I can manually enter a Twitch username and then give like a micro cookie to someone. Because currently there's no way for me to give someone a micro cookie that doesn't already have a micro cookie. So I need to add like a manual enter or a command to be like, give micro cookie Twitch username. That was another thing I want to build out. Giz, hello there. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Always write good ideas down. I usually do if it's something I know I won't get around to for a while. There was this, I'd love to show you, but I'm not going to, but I have this huge list of all of the different bugs or features I've had to fix or different features I've wanted to add. And there's this huge list of them that have all been crossed out. Because what was it? It was after Christmas. Christmas time was the day I got a lot of it was winter. I wasn't doing anything outside, had time, was working on this a whole bunch. And it was before the Mountainathon. The Mountainathon, I really wanted this Mountainathon wheel. You guys remember the Mountainathon wheel? It was a lot of fun. There were so many different intricate parts that went into it that weren't yet created, but I knew I could do it. But it was so much that I had to get done before the Mountainathon. And I was literally until the day before the Mountainathon, I was still working on stuff with this idea for a Mountainathon wheel. And it was like this huge list of ideas that I needed to get done. And they've all been like crossed out now. Currently, a lot of things run really smoothly because I spent after the Mountainathon, I spent a lot of time cleaning up everything I was doing and making things a little more reusable and easier just to add to. So there haven't been too many bugs because I haven't added too many features. It's more just been cleaning up all of the mess I made. And I'm doing great, Giz. I'm doing pretty well. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm having a wonderful morning streaming here. It's a good weekend. We're getting close to halfway done with this month, which means that I'm that much closer to moving to our new place. I'm doing well. It's it's not winter anymore. I was ready for summertime. I'm done with the art drawing, with your drawing. Back to the topic. It's always from a specific person, not random. I guess there are just so many beautiful, generous people. It's always from a specific person. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, there are some amazing, without a doubt. I've said it a few times, but I have met so many amazing people while streaming. I It's been a long time since I've truthfully had a real person try and just troll me on Twitch. I don't know if other streamers run into it too often, or maybe it's just the trolls aren't on my side of the Twitch sphere or what. But it's been so long, and I truthfully just meet so many amazing people on Twitch, like over the last few years. So many talented people in their own ways. I'll there'll be moments where I won't have the bestest of streams. Maybe it was just a slow day where I'm not able to chat with as many people, or maybe there was just a certain moment that didn't go exactly as I wanted, and at the end of them, it's just tiring sometimes. If I'm being brutally honest and truthful with you guys, it can be tiring sometimes. And Hannah will be like in those moments, it's like, why do you keep streaming? I'm like, I don't know. I've met so many amazing people. There's so many amazing people in my community that make it fun, worthwhile. And that's where I get the motivation to keep going live in every week. Once you get a community set in place, it's very nice. It is. Yeah. And I've always been very I would say lucky, without a doubt, where I started streaming after I had been on Twitch as a chatter for a long time. I was intertwined in a handful of different communities. I played on sub servers and all that. So when I did start streaming, there was a lot of people that were like, "Oh my goodness, Thad's streaming. Let's go check him out." And there was a good handful of people where I've always been very lucky that people have taken the time to chat with me. Not to say there weren't slow moments. I still have slow moments with stream chat, and I think I've just gotten a little more comfortable with it. I'm I've definitely changed throughout the 5 years of streaming. I've gotten better at rambling. Like currently, I don't need to go and read a chat message right now to just talk to you guys. I'm on a ramble. Posted, let's see this art. I'll catch up on that. Oh, I gotta grab my phone. It's not rotated. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I love this first one. This is a fun art style. It's giving me Arcane vibes for some odd reason. If you watch the show, that's really cool. Got some butterflies there. Look at that little lizard guy. That's adorable. Ooh, love the rose. Well done on that transition where the rose meets like the shattered glass part. I like that. It's like shiny right there. Oh, and the crack on the side. Well done. All the little dots that make it up too. Well done there, Maddie. I love it. Always feel free to share your art. Uh, where were we? What chat do you want? In creativity. I'm sorry, I didn't say it. Yeah, no, I have an art channel. It's called Creativity or Creativity. Streaming like everything else. It can't go smoothly all the time, but when you have those enjoyable streams, they're really nice. They really are. Streaming isn't about streaming. It's about sharing gaming experiences with others. Oh yeah, it's I there's so many people that I know that watch streams but they don't actually watch what the streamer is doing in game. They're there for the community space. They're there for the chatting experience. They're not watching what the streamer's up to. Which is where lots of streamers, Minecraft streamers, will say it's very easy and some of their most enjoyable moments are when they're just digging a hole in Minecraft because it's mindless. They can focus on chat. They can easily ramble about something. It's why I don't like doing very detailed building on stream because I'm focused on the building. I'm going to be much more quieter. I'm not going to be trying to get people to engage. There are many times where I will ask you guys a question just to get a little engagement. Uh, just small stuff. I do care, without a doubt. Every time I ask how one of you are doing, I truly do care. I I like hearing about the joyful things that are going on in life. I am sorry anytime anything is bad happening. I am hopeful that if you are feeling sick or something of that restraint, that you feel better soon. For example, Giz, I hope you're feeling better soon. You said you had, I forget if it was either just your hand or your wrist or a finger, but I hope that's feeling a little better. I know you said it was really painful. I remember. I try to. I can't remember it all, but you could have posted the skeleton hand in creativity and the other one. I would have been fine with both. Maddie. I can see why you wouldn't want to do, or you weren't sure about either of them. Those look really cool too. I'm sending two in DMs because I don't want to post them in the Discord. No, I love it. I actually really like the second one here. There's something about artwork where when an artist leaves parts of it blank and your mind kind of fills in the gaps, that is really cool. It's something I've tried to do in the past and it's tough for me. Minecraft is the perfect game for people who have ADHD like myself. Oh, without a doubt. Or even OCD. I mean, everything's grid based. Easy game to play while focusing on other things. Oh, yeah. Art should never be shamed. I think Maddie was just a little worried on whether or not it'd be appropriate. But those two are fine. Honestly, if you're ever worried about anything ever being appropriate, just there's a way with Discord you can put like you can like gray it out before it's a spoiler, is what it's called. Bells has done it a few times, or it's like a trigger or a spoiler. I don't know what their keyword is. You can always try it in like a DM or something to figure out how to do it. But there's a way to like if you scroll up in creativity above Bells's to a few messages up. Bells did one where there's like a spoiler over it because she was worried about blood. Look at this guy. He found me all the way up here. That's crazy. That was dumb. I forgot. I have beef with the local Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, I see. What did they do to you? What happened? Tell me food is gonna take 20 minutes so I don't get a sandwich, and then my drink takes that long anyways. Dang. I am sorry, Maya. I'm gonna look at... I'm drawing a few more. Yeah, I love it. Don't throw a coffee back through the drive-through window like others do. No, don't do that. Maybe I will. No. Come on now. Everybody's got something going on in life. I like to try and give people the benefit of the doubt. What it's like what happened to you that today is just not your day? I'm sorry. I think my continuous years in customer service should be able to be Karen every once in a while, right? It's understandable. People are just terrible at times. I wish it weren't that way. People get grumpy over food. It's understandable. They're hungry. You know what, when someone's hungry, they're not a happy camper. They want their food. Lazy God Diggs, hello there. Welcome on in. I never went to a Starbucks in my life. I honestly don't really enjoy any coffee place. I I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I don't really care if my coffee has all of this fun sugary flavored stuff in it because I just drink black coffee, but even when I do get like try and like get a fun coffee, I don't enjoy it that much usually. Like Hannah has gotten like iced coffees before and I've tried them and I'm like I don't get it. Understand it. You've seen what it looks like when a lion gets hungry. Humans aren't much different. We are animals. Yes. That's a good point there. Ah, yes, I turn into a ferocious lion. Or do they eat gazelles? I don't think Dunkin' Donuts exists in my country. Starbucks only came in our country like 3 years ago, probably. Really? I've, I don't know. I'm also not like big on wanting a fancy drink. I'm happy with water most of the time. I'll have 1 cup of coffee in the morning. There's a coffee chain in Michigan called Big Buy, which is, I probably butchered that, but who knows, which is amazing coffee and amazing food. It's kind of a little pricey and there's not much variety, but it's all amazing. Is it Big B? I wondered. Dad, have you seen the trailer for the new carrying game? I have not. I have not. I do need to take a quick break here, though. It's a good time for anyone else to take a break. We're 2 hours into stream. Probably another half hour or so I'll be going for. Go for a little bit longer. I'm getting a little hungry. I'm going to take a quick break here. It's a good time for anyone else. You guys know the deal. Stand up, grab a drink of water, grab something, if you feel a little hungry. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm all back. Hope you all took your break there. I was worried I was gonna be there so long that you'd end before I get back. Nope, I made it back. Or you know, you made it back. I kept streaming. Oh, I've seen the mint. Come here. Boop. Still going. Still gonna be going for a little bit longer here. I do hope everyone's enjoying stream today. As always, appreciate anyone that's hanging out and chatting with me. It's been a good stream. Where are we with this? Ah, I see. I think everyone that I've seen in chat has spun the wheel, but as always, if you haven't just yet, a little reminder. I always enjoy stream and love that you keep me company. Oh, of course, Monica. Thank you. I'm sorry I don't chat more, but I'm here. I know you are. Don't worry about not chatting too much. I know you're usually hanging out and lurking. Uh, just as your fellow lurker now, Rogue Angel, as I've seen. Both of you, I very much appreciate both of you, and whomever else might be lurking as well. But I know you two. Some of my top ones that just pop in and are here hanging out, so I appreciate it. Don't worry too much about not chatting. Are you and Lige gonna stream together again soon? Would you like us to? I bet I could convince him easily. We talked about doing it again, but something a little more calmer. It's been very busy for both of us. I would love it, really? Okay. I'll bring it up to him if he's not listening currently. The speedruns were fun to watch. They were fun, and I think people enjoyed watching them, but it was so chaotic. So I do I do think we might do something a little bit calmer maybe, or at least something where we're not getting chased. If we do anything, at least that'd be my preference. Uh, but no, both me and Lige have been really busy. So first, he's got a little baby in the house, right? That's growing up, and they were sleep training her. Uh, and basically, he would usually be able to stream because previously, he could just watch the monitor and make sure his other little toddler, his 3-year-old, just was staying asleep throughout the night. So he was able to stream then. But then they started sleep training their littlest one, Lucy, and that has been taking up a lot of the time. And like, he just has to like leave often, so streaming is kind of tough to do that with. And then also he's in the same boat of basically he needs to move as well. Both me and Lige will be moving at the same exact time. We're both moving in May. He if you're not a part of Lige's community and his Discord, they have conditionally they're conditionally bought a house at the moment, which is really exciting. They were approved financially, and I think they just have a house inspection, and then after that, they will have bought a house and will be moving basically around the same time as us. But it's just been like both me and Lige have been busy with him needing to figure out what the heck he's doing, be that buy a house or another rental. or and then also sleep training, and then me and Hannah have been busy with planning our move and looking at places because he's moving, within the same mile basically. Me and Hannah, we're moving to a completely different city an hour and a half away, and we've been, it's been a lot to try and tour places and make time for that. But I am hoping we do another duo stream. I know the sleep training has been going well for Lucy. She's been doing good with it recently. Uh, he's conditionally bought a house, which I know all of that will get finalized sometime in the next week. So hopefully, after all of that is done, we can maybe find a time. Otherwise, maybe it'll happen later this summer, is for sure. I'd love to. We talked about it. We were coming up with ideas, and then both of our lives just got really busy. And yeah, a stream where you chase them. I'm moving in May. Triplets? Are you moving in May? Oh, fun. Sorry, I was rambling there. That's just the reason why we didn't get to do another one recently, Monica, is it's just like so much happened all at once for the both of us. But hopefully sometime this summer things will slow down, but even then I usually keep quite busy in the summer, so we'll see. Not that I can't plan something with him and that's how you do it. No pressure. I get it. Looking forward to it. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to have us, like to see us do? We want to stick to the Minecraft sphere. I I truthfully just think our viewers, are both people that enjoy just watching Minecraft related stuff more than anything else. I know a lot of you'd be like, yeah, we'll watch anything, but there's also the other part of you that might not want to watch something else. So probably stick to something Minecraft related. Me and Lash talked about just doing a normal speed run. uh, maybe like some sort of like puzzle parkour map, duo puzzle parkour map would be fun. Rambling that as usual. Early game Minecraft is fun. Yeah, it can be. I I don't like early game Minecraft anymore. Not I still enjoy it because there's the whole motivation of, oh, there's so much to do, so much to like get done. I don't like it in the sense of like trying to actually accomplish anything build wise. I love my world, my 5+ year old world where I have heaps of resources. Keep meaning to ask you, will you have a waterfall on your mountain? Oh, without a doubt. Oh, I I almost feel like you've asked this before, Monica, and this might hit you. Someone's asked before. I thought it was you. I've had a lot of people ask though. I have a planned one, a planned waterfall. It's going to flow down either right here or over here is where a waterfall is going to happen. It's gonna flow down here. It's gonna kind of pool here a little bit, as most waterfalls do. They pool for a little bit, and the dwarves will have dug a canal and divert the water away from their quarry here outside. Divert the water this way. It's gonna then hook up with this river because currently it doesn't make sense at all, the river. But they will have dug a canal which will feed the water from high up in the mountain somewhere, feed this river, which will flow all the way around here, eventually hit our lake that we made, and then it flows this way back towards our ravine, and there'll be another waterfall in the ravine here that we've been planning. And it's like this huge loop where the water starts, somewhere up in the mountains, flows down here, and then it does this huge loop all the way around just because the dwarves dug this canal to divert the water. Otherwise, if this quarry wasn't here, it probably would have just flown right to the ravine on its own. That's awesome. That's perfect, right? And that has been a plan. That waterfall plan idea with the whole river. Maybe not the ravine part, but like I knew I wanted a waterfall. It was like somewhere over here, dig a canal, water flows. That has been a plan for like 3 years. And the fact that I have gotten like so much has been done for it now. It's amazing seeing things like slowly come together for it. Yes, water. There will be at least one waterfall and probably many more. I want, without a doubt, I want some sort of river slash waterfall slash rapids, whatever, flowing through the mountain from high up in the mountain in the snowy peaked capped areas where the river is ice, and then as it slowly gets further down close to the ground, it starts to melt and it turns into a flowing river instead of just ice, and it will have turned into a waterfall. And it's this grand idea that will eventually happen where it will start off very high up. Maybe there's multiple like rivers in the mountain area that flow into this one central one or something. I don't know. But without a doubt, waterfall indeed. Oh, we've already done some of this. I see. Early game Minecraft is too much work to do over and over again. Some people love it. There's a lot of people that will just like do that first early game grind of setting up the early game farms, getting good gear, and then just like they don't know what to do after that. And they don't get into building or too much exploring, and they just reset their world over and over, and I don't know how they do it. I used to play on servers a lot before this world, and I just got sick and tired of resets. And resets can be fun and new, and it brings back motivation. Seeing a different landscape is fun, but I don't enjoy it that much. It's a different feeling when you know you're just gonna be playing in the same world basically forever. Or at least always coming back to this one world. It is a perfect idea, isn't it? I think it's a great grand idea. I could go find a draw. There's a drawing where I took a screenshot of my map like this, took a screenshot, and you know, like if you've ever used the snipping tool or just something, you can draw lines on it, and there's just this screenshot I have saved on my computer where I was planning out this whole grand waterfall river idea that flows around from years ago now. I don't know how they do it. That's why I brought it up. Yeah, I like my world. And like I've done, like I've played on new servers here and there where I start anew again, and it's fun. I enjoy it. There's always something to do early game because you just don't have the farms or blocks. But if I were to try and do a build early game, it's not enjoyable. Especially pre-shulker box, it's not enjoyable at all for me because builds have gotten, depending on what skill level you are and how much how crazy you go with putting the time into a build, but like builds have gotten so complicated with so many vast different amount of blocks. You got stairs, slabs, walls for every single block, which is downright amazing, but you get to that point where it's just like not having a shulker box is dreadful. There's a few other, like I definitely want to add more than just that waterfall, but that is the one that I know for sure, Monica, that is planned and I've been always that I want to have happen. I don't have any others that are planned that far. Minecraft was so much simpler when dirt houses was the meta, right? So much more simpler. Much easier, indeed. Or even just box houses. Lucky! My goodness, it's been a minute. How are you doing? Hope you're well. I wish I still had access to my first ever world. I don't have access to the first ever world I played on. Ooh. Oh, it's an ad cookies. I thought it was a micro cookie. Dang. I'll grab those in a second. I want to finish placing this stone. Make sure I don't forget anyone. It's our first cookie roulette wheel today. But I don't have access to the first ever world I played on because I played on someone else's world for the first time, you know. That's how I got introduced to the game. Someone was playing, I was like, "Ooh, what are you playing there?" I think I could still find the first world I ever played on. That was my own world. I still own my original Xbox, and it would be on there. Awful builds. Downright awful. Very humble beginnings. I definitely do not. Or just a wooden box house. Yeah, just planks, big box. Maybe some glass. Glass blocks because panes weren't a thing. It's 14 years and like 4 computers ago. Yeah, that's gone. But I vividly remember it. So when I was 10, I found a website that you could literally play Minecraft for free on. Did that for like 3 months before I actually got the game. It's fun. I just got back from a yard/rummage sale thing. I am so overstimulated from that. My head hurts. Oh no. Well, I hope you had fun though. I'm doing well, Lucky. It's been a good stream so far. I have access to my first world and it's ancient. Yeah, my world's ancient too. Like this, it's a world where you still had to punch sheep to get their wool. I remember it because my first house is basically built partially out of wool because I had so many sheep I kept stumbling upon before my first night. Ooh, we gotta collect resources apparently. Got 27 shulker boxes sitting there. We have a lot here. Oh my goodness. We've been going through resources recently, apparently. When I say ancient, I mean like 5 months ago. Oh. Well, mine's actually ancient. It was interesting to go. It was basically a bunch of Etsy people got together. So many AI artists were showing off for a sale. Oh, I see. That's not what I was thinking when you said a yard/rummage sale. Now I get more of what you're saying. There's so many smells that alone overstimulated me. Oh, Dad keeps forgetting how new I am to Minecraft. I wasn't sure if you had played it like when it first came out, Brandman, and then you just stopped for all the years. I couldn't remember that. I know you're new to it. So I said, yard. Yeah, now I understand. I gotta grab those cookies for you, which this box is full. And there's your stack of cookies. It was interesting though to go. That's understandable. I do think I'm gonna wrap it up here though. We placed 3 shulkers of stone, had many lovely chats. It's been a good stream. Let's go find someone to raid. Well, let's go say hi to Math Girl again. They're playing Stardew once again, but I think I've raided Math Girl a few times now on Sundays, so let's oh wait a minute. We could raid one of their friends instead. We always raid Math Girl. Let's give all of our views to Stu. He's got the lowest view count. Let's go bump it up, huh? Yep, I'm a Minecraft noob. Played it for the first time 5 months ago and already have over 1,000. Yeah, it's a great game. Gotta love it. But let's go say hello to Stu or Stewman's Kitchen. They're a lovely streamer. We met Stu a couple of years ago now when we did that charity event. I think was our first encounter, and it looks like they're playing Stardew currently with Math Girl, and we've raided Math Girl a few times. So let's go say hello to them. It's Stu, Math Girl, and Mina Pot are all playing Stardew once again on their modded world. Whatever mod that Stardew Valley Expanded Plus is, that's what it is. And I think they've been in it for a while. You'll have to ask them the details. Otherwise, do grab that raid message. Here we go. Grab the first one if you're subbed. Grab the second one if you're not. That's all right by me. You guys know the deal. It means the world to me seeing you guys grab that raid message. No matter if you have the emotes or not. Just grab one of them. It means a lot to me. I'll be live again Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central Start Time. If anything changes, I'll update in the Discord. It's been a busy last month and a half. And it's not going to get any less busy until end of summer, probably. But anywho, I appreciate each and every one of you guys hanging out with me. It means so much to me. Hannah, thank you for spinning the daily wheel. But do grab that raid message. Otherwise, I hope all of you have a lovely rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.